We have breaking news. Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein of California has passed away. She was the oldest sitting member of Congress, serving 30 years in the United States Senate. Feinstein is held by many for her historic firsts. She was the first woman to chair the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence and later the first woman to serve as the top Democrat on the Senate Judiciary Committee. She was the first woman president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, the first woman mayor of San Francisco, and the first woman elected senator of California. Her major legislative record includes the federal assault weapon ban, which she championed in 1994, and her 5-year review of the CIA's detention and interrogation programs. Senator Feinstein was recently hospitalized after she fell in her home last month. Her aides described the incident as a minor slip. As of now, no reports on how the senator died. Senator Dianne Feinstein was 90 years old, confirmed by NBC and also, as you said, local outlets in San Francisco.
You know how we all
News. Senator Dianne Feinstein. Senator was 90 years old.
She was elected as the first female to ever serve as a senator in the state of California back in 1992, nearly 30 years ago.
Chad Pergram is live at the Capitol with the latest. Chad, we knew she wasn't doing well. What happened?
Yeah, we don't know exactly the circumstances here. She had been in ill health for quite some time, but we got some rumblings about this overnight. Senator Feinstein voted yesterday morning in the Senate, but did not attend a Democratic caucus meeting later in the day, and she also did not vote in an afternoon vote series. She was 90 years old. Let me run through some of the history here with Senator Feinstein. You know, she got into politics. She was serving on the San Francisco City Council and became mayor when there was the assassination at the City Hall in San Francisco back in the mid-1970s that killed Harvey Milk, the first openly elected gay official in the United States, and also George Moscone, who was mayor. In fact, she found the body of Mayor Moscone, and then she became mayor. And, tinkered with running for governor, was the mayor for many years, and was elected to the United States Senate in 1992 as in the year of the woman. This is where there was a wave of female lawmakers who were sent to Washington, D.C., including in the Senate. She had led the Judiciary Committee. There had been some calls for her to step down because of ill and infirm health. She missed several months earlier this year due to a bout with shingles, and she was hospitalized for quite some time. She came back. She was here and there over the past few months, voting off and on, but Senator Feinstein, unfortunately, has passed away at the age of 90. Now, what does this do as we try to avert a government shutdown here? They have the votes in the Senate to pass an interim spending bill to keep the government open. There are more than 3/4 of senators who can vote there, so that's not going to be an issue in terms of breaking a filibuster or keeping the government open. But the governor of San Francisco, Gavin Newsom, has indicated that he would appoint a black woman to the Senate. Now, this has raised some political hackles back in California because you have Barbara Lee, the Democratic representative from California, who's indicated that she thought that she should maybe be appointed to this. You have Adam Schiff, the congressman, the former chair of the Intelligence Committee, who is running, Katie Porter, the Democratic congresswoman from California. So it will be interesting to see who they appoint to the Senate and just how fast they do it. But as to the mechanics of dealing with a government shutdown, that's probably not going to affect that regardless of the timing. They're not going to necessarily need her vote because something is not on the edge based on that Senate vote there. But tragic news this morning, Senator Dianne Feinstein passing away at the age of 90 after, more than 40, almost 50 years in public service.
She was historic. And I'm reminded, Chad, back in '84, when Walter Mondale was looking for a vice presidential candidate, she was on the short list. Ultimately, he chose
Geraldine Ferraro.
Female, yes, yeah.
Geraldine Ferraro,
the congresswoman from New York State. That's right.
But Dianne Feinstein was such a player back then. She had drawn the attention of the Mondale campaign.
Yeah, exactly. And when I talk about Senator Feinstein, you know, one of the things that I found, she was very close with Hillary Clinton. In fact, you know, some weeks after Hillary Clinton had lost the 2016 election, we found Senator Clinton here at the Capitol in Senator Feinstein's hideaway office, having a light dinner with her. It was something we didn't expect, and all of a sudden there was Hillary Clinton. They were having some wine. They even offered me some of the wine, frankly. Nice. California wine, of course, being from California.
You can't say no to that. You got to sit down with these ladies. They're powerful.
That's right. And the other thing about Senator Feinstein, too, keep in mind where she got a lot of detractors, certainly from the right, was her passion on firearms, you know, Second Amendment issues. And it goes back to that shooting at San Francisco City Hall. Yeah. You know, this is a little bit lurid, but she actually found, she told me one time that she actually found the bullet in George Moscone's body, and that's why she was an ardent advocate for arms control, for arms control here in the United States.
Yeah, she was pretty strong on foreign policy as well in the past, but it's been controversy over the last year and a half. Can you describe the family battle?
Yeah, this has been an issue here with the power of attorney. You know, when she showed back up to the Capitol, you started to see this woman surfacing with her, kind of taking her around the Senate. It turned out that she was the daughter of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And so there were some questions there as to, you know, who was calling the shots. And the other issue that came up, obviously, and we hear this a lot here in Washington, where you have older members who are older, suffering from health issues, are infirm, should they continue to serve at that stage? And that was a big debate here, especially after she was out for a long time. You know, she was up to be the president pro tem of the Senate, which is the most senior member of the majority party. She actually doesn't have that technical status